What's up, openers? We're on season 3, episode 10. 10 in this thing. We 10 years old. How y'all feel?
Young.
21.
Well, if you're new here, welcome to openrelationshippodcast. We have open and honest conversation and talk about everything from A to Z as it pertains to the LGBTQ plus community and beyond. I'm your host, Rodney. You can follow me on IG at I am Rodney Wash.
I'm your host, Marco DePrence. You can follow me on IG at Marco DePrence.
I'm your host, Shazam. You can follow me at _kid and play_.
And I am your host, Solomon. You can follow me on IG at Solomon E. Stretch.
And go on and stretch them out. Why are you doing that? We do have our lovely...
Okay.
We do have our lovely collection plate. That is, our honorary guests all the time. So, openers, you can give in 3 ways. You go on Facebook and buy some stars. We are 5-star gay niggas.
Who's gay?
You like that? Me.
I'm an ally, baby.
Says who said the boy make you say what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, babe.
Yeah. You can give in 3 ways. You can buy stars on Facebook, or you can donate to podcasts within the podcast description or whatever platform you listen to us on. Click that donate button. Or you can do my favorite, which is YouTube. On YouTube, you get a monthly subscription. It's OnlyFans, but not OnlyFans. It's us in clothes. Get little perks and cute little lives we might do every now and then. Or you can buy stickers in the chat. Now, if you are the sticker person, you will get shouted out on the audio version of the podcast, where you shout your name out, say thank you, and all that good jazz. And you will be flashing across the stream on YouTube as a person who gives. So, please give to the podcast. Now, if you're a part of replay game, so you can also buy stickers as well. If you don't watch the live, catch on the replay. Buy those stickers, okay? We need you. Thank you.
Oh, you clocked in today, huh?
Oh,
yes.
How you come back from being sick and being shady? You probably should keep your drink to yourself. Rodney, I got your back today because your girl wasn't here to help you last week.
Yeah, he's making up for lost time.
Imagine coming back to your seatmate and being rude.
So rude. And
That was
so
that was a compliment.
So nasty and so rude.
Girl, you ain't got no hair.
That's a bust down 40-inch.
Oh.
You give 27 piece.
27?
Red. You give candy birds.
Money and businesses.
No, when she had the red, you giving, I may be strong. Oh, I done got hot.
Oh, it's funny?
Oh, wait, I forgot. Okay, openers. I forgot when he do that. Openers. Okay, so we need people to give us 5 stars on the podcast portion. Please give us 5 stars. Y'all listen to us every week. Our numbers are really, really climbing, and thank y'all for that. But y'all not leaving reviews. I wonder why. Why is that? You laugh with us every week. You get a good laugh, get a good key. Y'all be in our DMs, but don't want to get 5 stars. So why you are left on red?
Right,
okay?
want to go on dates and things.
So if you want to be left on hello, give us reviews, give us stars. Thank you. All right, Solomon, tell them how they can further support the podcast.
And you can further support our podcast by going to our YouTube and doing these 3 things: like, comment, and subscribe. We love it when you slide into our DMs. We love it when you give us pictures. You love it when you send us comments and questions and all of the above. But we really love it when you come to our YouTube, you participate in the chat, when you join the 5th seat with the other openers, and you donate.
Thank you. All right, Marco, how was your week?
Well, I miss y'all.
Aww.
Thank y'all for keeping my seat here. My week was good. My body discovered allergies, and this is my first time ever having allergies, so I was trying Zyrtex and all this other shit.
Are you still under like a little cough? Mm-mm. You sound stuffed up.
Do I?
That's how I be sounding, so I know.
No, I feel good. I feel blessed. I'm favored and still God's favorite child.
Ooh.
Okay.
I don't know if that was shade or not.
Ain't that.
But yeah, my week was good. I'm happy to be back.
Welcome back,
How was your
sweetie.
week?
I haven't heard that in a long time. I haven't heard Sweetie in a long time.
My week is going well. I went to Deviant this past weekend. If you saw me, you saw. If you didn't, you didn't.
Did you have a mask on?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
Did you have your ass out?
If you saw me, you saw me. You didn't, you didn't.
Was it clapping?
Hell no. Ain't no trick. This ain't OnlyFans.
You're right.
But yeah, my mom and little brother is coming up this weekend for my brother's 32nd birthday.
I love
Okay.
it.
Wait, how do you follow that up with? How do you follow Deviant up with that?
I got
the
nervous
truth.
about where the comment was going for a second.
No, they are coming up this weekend. Like for real. He's still be 32, April the 25th.
Okay.
Oh, what are you guys gonna do?
He wants to go eat lobsters at Spun Divots.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
That's a
I'm
good
gonna,
restaurant.
take him out there and then leaving Saturday. Yeah, but that's about it.
Okay.
Shout out to Deviant. I had a good time.
I like how you sandwich that.
Yeah, I was gonna say you definitely did the sandwich method.
Oh, I'm sorry. Pass it along. Shazam. How was your week?
Girl, I was waiting to hear about your deviance last night.
I'm looking like, why ain't nobody talking?
My week has been great. I don't have any complaints. I literally was just tweeting the other day. April has been good to me. Yeah, I'm just excited. I told myself in May I'm going to like stop drinking liquor until the summer and like stop eating cookies and Pop-Tarts and shit. So pray for me.
Oh, I love
Keep me lit.
Pop-Tarts.
They're so good.
Strawberry?
Ew.
Oh, what kind?
You're a child. Brown sugar.
Brown sugar. Oh,
Those
that
are
is
the
so
best.
disgusting.
Yes, they're
Those are
so
the
good.
best.
Warm them up just a little bit. But yes, my week has been great.
And the
So,
s'mores.
How is
The
the
s'mores
s'mores?
is good.
Yes.
Yeah, the s'mores is good.
Y'all like, I don't like sweet, sugary Pop-Tarts. That's too much.
Well, but the brown sugar's not sweet.
It
Not
really
as sweet
isn't.
as a strawberry or a s'mores Pop-Tart.
Strawberry's original.
But it's not Pop-Tart. Pop-Tart, what are we arguing about?
The
No,
flavors.
Just the flavors. You don't eat
Still
Pop-Tarts?
sweet, right?
With the ice and the sprinkles. I mean, yeah, but...
So there we go. The ice and the sprinkles, it's not, the brown sugar don't have no sprinkles and ice and stuff like that.
It has icing.
But it doesn't have sprinkles on it.
Oh.
don't it got like the little zigzag line on it?
No.
No.
Oh.
That's childish. I think that reminds me of like elementary.
You know, toaster strudels?
What are they called?
Toaster strudels.
You heard it? I heard toaster scroodles. But anyway,
I love the little icing.
Solomon, how was your week?
My week has been okay. School is kicking my ass. Being back in school is, oof. And it's just different now that I'm having to like balance like a career. Before, when I was in school, I was trying to get into a career, and now it's just like, oof. So a bitch tired.
So fast track though, you could be done in what, a year you said?
No,
6
October.
Yeah, 6
October this year?
Damn.
Shit, I
Oh.
might do what you did. How
What
many
are you
papers you
getting
gotta
again?
write?
NBA.
Okay. Like an executive one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's cool. Ooh.
How many papers you gotta write? Pages?
It's so it's between like this paper that I have due is 6 to 10 pages.
I can do that.
But in this class is 2 papers.
So like 2 10-page papers.
Yeah.
Okay.
For this
I
class.
want to do chat GPT me down. It's
But
like,
Oh,
you
no,
can't.
You can't. Did you,
You
just see
can't.
some students got in trouble for that?
how they get caught?
Plagiarism, because they was
Plagiarism.
all using ChatGPT and the papers came out the same.
But there's also software now that can determine how much of AI you're
Boy,
using.
I will rewrite that so well. How you think I got through? How I got over?
Look, and then you get that email. We need to see you in the dean's office.
and they finna expel your ass. You and 3 other people, because y'all all y'all remember on Bring It On where they all hired that Sparky Pulaski guy and they all did the same dance? That's what it's giving.
I'm just gonna say this: the world is changing. In school, they gonna be keep up too much longer. ChatGPT gonna find out something how to do they cryptic code where they can't read shit. It's some shit out there. I'm telling you. About that whole doctor or somebody else. Let me shut up. All right, let's move on.
All right, y'all, let's get into the streets. I've been practicing my voice.
While you were sick?
Just a little. But you already know, before we get into these streets, you know, we got to pay these bills. If you don't know, now you know that Apple is our official sponsor for Open Relationship Podcast. Click the link in the description so you can get 1 month of Apple TV or 1 month of Apple Music. And as always, your support is greatly appreciated.
Surely is.
So the street's been a little trashed lately, but a little bit excited. I think hip hop is back, and it just ruffles my feathers with everything. But first and foremost, I want to give it up to Mary J. Blige. She's been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Queen of Hip Hop. If you guys don't know, I love 90s music and The Real Love, 401, all that. I'm so excited to see her just do her thing and get placed in the Hall of Fame.
I'm gonna be messy. Why haven't Mary J. Blige speaked out on behalf of Diddy? She's the only artist who haven't got fucked over by him, allegedly.
I think Mary J. Blige is very much so from the old school that when you mind your business, you mind your fucking business.
I don't think she was at the parties though.
I think that she was probably there and she just alleged. I was, girl, don't sue me, okay? I would say that Mary was probably there, but she's probably the type of bitch that'd be like, I'm minding my fucking business. As long as my name ain't brought up, I ain't in it.
Okay.
Because she's right now, Mary is on a good trajectory. She done like these Good Morning Gorgeous tours. Y'all know she just hosted that ball in Atlanta during that one weekend.
Oh, yeah, she did do that.
She needs to get her own boot line because she always got on thigh high boot.
I would have thought she would have had one by now.
Yeah, she needs one or an endorsement. I just think that Mary J. Blige is just getting her flowers and she's just doing what she needs to do. I think it's awesome because she did a speech once where she was like, people used to clown me for being ghetto fabulous. Now everybody want to be ghetto fabulous. And I just think it's amazing that Auntie Mary is getting all of her things right now.
I have a question for you all because I love me some Mary. I love me some Mary. But do y'all consider her as a person who can sing, or she's a good songstress?
This is
She's so messy. I'm gonna say songstress.
I don't want to use songstress because Anita Baker is the songstress. Like that's a good term. That means you're singing and you're telling a story. Mary to me is
that songstress. Mary tells a story.
Mary not singing.
I feel her and her. I can feel every word she says. Like, I can make a whole picture out of how she feels. Like that 441 and the other
411
and the other one. What's the other one called?
Real Love.
Real Love. I felt her pain. Like, I felt every word she sung, and that's why I think why it sells so well, because like you could feel what she was saying. Now she can't sing for shit, but I'm just being honest. She's really not singing to me, but like she can really like make you. She can sell a song. I give her that. She can sell the fuck out of a song.
I love a story.
I think what Mary did was she caught a wave and she rode the fuck out of it. If Mary came out now with all the other girls that are out, I don't think she would have stood a chance. Mary would not be able to go against like a Summer Walker or like a Kaylani or like absolutely not.
Hell yeah,
not.
Mary can.
Mary can perform better, but singing wise and standing wise, hell no.
And a Victoria Monet.
Back in the day,
And a Victoria Monet, yes.
Did you just
the
see what she
90s
just
singers
did?
were way better than
But
today's
Mary
singers.
is not a singer. That's what I'm saying. Like she couldn't, she can't like.
She'll give you a performance.
If they said stand
Not
still
performing.
and sing, Mary's not.
She can sell a song.
Mary's a performer. But if they
think-
said stand still,
I think what makes Mary successful, especially when she came out, she's like soft hip hop. So you had all these male hip hop artists that came out, they were hard. You also had Lil' Kim, she was a hard female. And then you had Mary, who had this rough edge, but then she was soft. And like she would give you these really I don't even know how to describe them. These really,
I've seen already. Like,
yeah.
yes.
She'll give you these songs, and the first thing that pops in my head is like Mary singing with Method Man, or was it Redman?
It was method. Ooh, it was method.
Method
Method
Man.
Man,
Method
yes.
Man.
It was method.
Yeah, it was
Ooh, method.
And so like that song was just absolutely
Yeah, he's so
brilliant. Especially at a time where you had this hard man singing about his love for a black woman. And to have her on that hook, to have her singing with that, it was just perfect. That was the ghetto love song
It was.
for the longest time.
I think we also have to point out her versatility. Mary can do that, but then she comes back and she sings, I'm Not Gonna Cry.
True.
Or she sings You Remind Me. Or she sings I'm Just Mary. Like, she has so many, like, the bitch has a catalog. And she has so many different, like, songs and, like, stories that she's dabbled in. Mary's talking about pain. Mary's talking about hood love. Mary done sung gospel with Whitney Houston. They both was high on the stage together. Like, this woman is versatile.
My God.
Shout out
My
to the
favorite
Verse
song by
guys.
her is Real Love, because I felt that.
Okay.
Mine is you must have lost your
It's a
mind.
happy summer song. You said what?
What's the one where she's like, you must have lost your mind? I tried.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying.
It was
enough for me.
What is it?
It's the gun you text for good and you have to say it every time.
What's the name?
I know crying. That was a
That
hit.
was a good ass song.
That was a good song.
'Cause I felt that.
Talk about being emotional in the club.
I know
Come on.
What's
crying.
that Jay-Z mean when he doing his hand like this?
Look, that's what you need to be doing at karaoke.
Ooh.
Hold on.
I don't know if that was a drag or not. I would say that my favorite Mary song is gonna be "I'm Going Down" or I really like "You Remind Me." That was on "What's the 411." It was really like a smooth song, like just ride the beat. Solomon, what's your favorite?
I think it's not her song, but it's the one that she's on with Method Man.
Oh,
Yeah, that's my absolute favorite Mary song, or that she's on. I don't really like Mary like that.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm just being honest. I don't. But I think she's a great artist. I think she came out at an amazing time. I think she, even till today, she like holds her own. I think she's in a lane by herself.
Yeah, she's Mary. Like, I'll give her that.
and she's had blonde hair all her life, so who can down a bitch like that?
And the consensus are the same. They say she sells good songs, but she cannot sing.
She sells pain.
Yeah.
Hello, Tony
Ooh.
Braxton. They told Tony Braxton that, but
I like that.
Speaking of hip hop, over the weekend, the dancing singing nigga Chris Brown and Quavo got into it over a diss
Well,
track. And
damn.
no, I like Chris Brown. That was kind of
I don't know. That's not
That
what
the show didn't come out like you like him.
I do want to see him this summer, though. No, I do like Chris Brown. Chris Brown and Quavo got in a diss track, and I'm so happy that diss tracks are coming back. We do not condone violence here on Open Relationship Podcast, but we do appreciate art. Where I was going with this? I love that he ate him up. He had a quote. Never mind.
Say it.
No, I had a moment. So he had a quote in his diss track towards towards Quavo, excuse me. What? My bad, sorry. I'm fucking up, y'all. My bad.
That's what happens when you talk about Rodney.
Exactly.
When you talk about your side of the table.
So Quavo responded to Chris Brown. And one thing that I don't like when it comes to diss tracking, going back and forth, is when AI is involved, where old release tracks from people that, rest in peace, has passed away. If we're going to be battle rapping, just battle rap and just give diss tracks back and forth. Don't do futures, don't do this, don't do that. Stop dragging people in your mud. Especially, I mean, your nephew or cousin he's gone. Don't add him in your drama.
I think my favorite part about all this is that everybody has been releasing diss tracks, and it took a singing nigga to come out and tear everybody up. Chris Brown's diss track literally destroyed Quavo. And before that, on Chris Brown's album, he released like a little line where he was like, "I'm only drinking 1942 because I don't drink that Quavo." And he said, "Bitches like tequila, they don't like the Migos." Like, he has been tearing this nigga up. And then he finally came out and said he was fucking Sweetie when Homeboy was fucking Sweetie. He said no chance. Like, Chris Brown is like he's so talented, and he has a way with words because he can write, and he's low key. I don't want to like stigmatize mental health, but I don't think he's all the way there. So
He's
like
not.
when he says shit, he don't care. And that's where it's at. And now that he's like got over this, personally, I think it took him longer to get over the Rihanna shit because it kept getting brought up to his face. But I think he's forgiven himself finally. So when people bring it up, he's like, okay, fuck it. Like, I know it happened. You know what I mean? So
I'm gonna say this. I still look at Chris Brown as the 14-year-old boy who was just singing like the cute little songs.
I don't know your name, but excuse me, miss.
Yes, like I like that era. This Chris Brown now, he's just too chaotic. I am for a good read though. The bars are off. Once you fuck with me, I'm saying everything. I'm saying fuck your mama, hope you die too, bitch. Like, I'm just being honest. That's just
Even if you lying on your damn mama.
if you lying. Like, I'm just saying, it ain't no rules in reading, so we need to get away from that. You know, if you suck, let's come harder, bitch. We gotta fight in the streets. That's all I gotta say. It is what it is. He ate the fuck out of Quavo. He
Hold
ate
it down.
there's no comeback from that. But it's so funny though. You beefing with Quavo allegedly over Karuchi. She must have got some good punani because Chris Brown will not let that hoe go. Many baby mamas later, he still is in love with anybody that's in the industry that mess with her. He's upset with them. He want to fight them. He's angry. Like, I don't get it.
It was
And
probably
she's not
real
that
love.
pretty. Like, she's a beautiful girl, but she ain't all that.
Love will make you do some crazy things, child.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't
Like,
that
I looked up
I
again,
said,
like,
ain't that
this
it?
is...
Okay.
Weren't we talking about that before the show?
I know that's right.
I also think all of this, there has been, like, people have started these think pieces on Twitter, which sometimes they're beneficial, other times they're trash. But a lot of people were, like, saying, how can everybody praise Sweetie for, like, fucking all these different niggas, but they want to down Megan for doing the same thing? Because people tore Megan apart, and then y'all know, of course, people started talking about colorism, because they was like, because Megan's a brown-skinned girl. And I'm like, I don't think it has to do with that this time. But I think it's interesting that people are making that comparison between the two. Because only one of them can rap. One's a pop star. Both of them are pretty.
Correct.
One should be a model. The other one should be a rapper.
I'm with you when you're right.
How you feel, Solomon?
You don't care.
I don't. I don't. What about which part? The Chris Brown and Quavo? About the Chris Brown and Quavo. Going back to your last comment about, I think you were saying it. You were saying that you like the younger Chris Brown. I actually like a mix of both. I think if there was and I'm gonna use this word lightly, if there was a healthy combination of the two, where he's just authentically Chris Brown without all of the extra shit, I think that would be great. His diss was, it was phenomenal.
World.
It was a Phaedra read.
It was like
Yeah.
finish him off from Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
When no comeback, Katana with all the fans and chop that nigga up.
You said Katana with all the fans. Okay. That was
Quavo like
nasty.
this.
Quavo should never even responded, honestly. He should have just left it where it was.
And it was so boring. He was like, you do the hood. I'm like, boring.
First of all, the beat was boring that Quavo
It was
had.
very boring.
And you know, when it comes to hip hop, first thing we hear is beat, and then it's bars.
I think we have to be honest and know that out of all the Migos rappers, Quavo's the worst one.
Yeah.
Because Takeoff and Offset is doing his shit right now. I like Offset. I like Offset. But
Offset can rap.
Takeoff
RIP,
did it.
that nigga rapped his ass off every time he got on that mic.
But they act like he was a least favorite one.
which pissed me off. They asked him, did he get left off Bad and Bougie? And that pissed me off because he literally is the Migos.
No, he is the bad image.
He's the voice of the Amigos. Like, you know, like his voice, but it's so distinctive. Like how you have, what's her name on One Gospel? What's the Clark sister name?
Karen.
The oldest one.
Don't look this way.
Oh, Twinkie.
The oldest one.
Jackie?
Jackie. No, she has her voice, like you hear that deep voice in the song. And like you can tell she holds that part down. If you really like music, like you can hear Jackie's in part.
I've never heard anybody give Jackie praise, but I love that.
Ooh,
Jackie
yeah.
deserves her flowers.
And then you could tell when Niecy left, when she left the group, that sound, it's just a sound that sound was never there. It was still
Yeah.
good, but you could tell Niecy wasn't there. Cause her and Karen held that soprano part down.
We love Karen, baby.
Ooh, but I love me some Niecy. Niecy sound better than Karen. To me.
Oh, absolutely not.
Niecy, no. If you go watch it, no. If you go watch, no.
Rodney.
Go listen to some old, before they got
Rodney.
popular.
Rodney.
Mama carried around Niecy everywhere, and Niecy was
Rodney.
singing all them soprano parts.
Rodney.
Even Karen said, "I got my
Rodney.
soprano singer from Niecy."
Rodney. We're going to talk about what is now. And we all know that the mother of gospel is Karen Clark, Echo herself, Sheard.
I think Twinkie is.
She's the queen of the Hammond B3 organ.
Twinkie is just.
I would say Karen learned everything from all them girls because she's
She
the youngest.
did.
But when it comes to singing, she'll sing all them girls on the table.
I like Twinkie.
Twinkie has. There's something about that soul in her
Yeah, I
music.
just like Twinkie voice. Karen got really she do good runs, but I don't care for runs all the time.
You
If
have
you
to
want to talk
listen-
about a singer, Karen, I mean not Karen, but Twinkie is a singer.
I don't. Okay, we'll agree to disagree because we're not gonna say Karen's not a singer.
No, she can sing. I'm not saying that, but she does she's known for her runs.
I think that
You get what I'm saying?
the best song that you get to hear all of them actually sing and really sing is Jesus Is a Love Song. Like all of them came out swinging. If you have not watched it, it's on Karen's live at what is it? Live at something, but it's Karen's live album, and she has the hair to the side, big old gold gaudy costume. Yes, and they literally. Twinkie literally sang down. Karen sung down. Dorinda sung down. I don't think they gave Jackie a solo.
Jackie never got a part.
She didn't.
But when she has a part, except for that one song, she actually has some good songs. Like it's very 4 out of 10 when she's leading. I was like, damn, Jackie, you did good.
I think Jackie is like they need that to hold the group together. The bass, they need that, but.
I wonder how we went from Chris Brown to
Christian.
Because all of music started at the Black Church, but we won't go there. Even country. Hey, Beyonce.
Speaking of music,
I like how you did that.
Last but not least, Drake is getting eaten up too by all the rappers.
They upset with light skinned pretty Drake. And I will be arguing with so pretty ass.
So I used to love Drake. I think he's, for me personally, he's just a little too commercialized now. Get your bag, do it how you need to do it. But I liked, dang, I can see the album. What's the blue in the sky?
Ooh, Nothing Was the Same.
Nothing Was the Same.
Album.
Take Care, and if you're reading this, it's too late. After
Take
Views,
Care was his best album ever.
and it was his first, right? No,
Take Care was the gold one where he was like sitting on the couch.
Who?
Drake.
Take Care came out when I was in college, so in my 20s, early 20s. It's cute.
Okay, my favorite is If You're Reading This, Is Too Late. I can listen to
That's
that
great.
from beginning to end. Like the versatility that he did on that album, out of this world. But everybody's coming at Drake. Kanye just did an interview dissing Drake.
I don't care about no goddamn crazy ass Kanye. Next.
And in that interview, I know this is not on topic, but in that interview, he said, they asked him who we would have a threesome with, and he said Michelle Obama, and it pissed me off so bad. Because why would you say that? And then why would y'all repost it? Because it was so tacky. Like, that is
So
tasteless.
disrespectful.
He does shit for clickbait, and I don't like it. He be tap dancing.
I mean, what that was his truth though.
No,
I mean, he probably
the first lady.
I mean, that's probably like
Y'all know what? Call me tomorrow.
I'm not saying it's right, but if that's his truth, that's his truth, right?
Do you believe that though, Rodney?
Do you believe that Kanye wants to have a threesome with
Michelle
I think
Obama?
Kanye loves power. I think he'll feel powerful doing that.
You know
I really
what?
do.
He has a power king. I can see it.
I think that's the only reason why he wants to do that.
So anyway, I think that I'm glad that people are beefing. It's getting the people talking. I think it's unfortunate because the goalpost is always moved when it comes to beefs with different people. I feel like some of these diss tracks that have been to Drake have been really good, but because he's Drake, it's like, oh, like it's not good. But then I'm not gonna lie, Push Ups was really good. It was really, really good. But it's still just like some of these lines have been
Used and recycled.
really good. You know what I mean? Used and recycled. But I guess it didn't get me hyped like Chris Brown's diss track or Bigfoot, baby.
Do y'all consider Drake a rapper?
Pop star.
Yeah.
Pop star.
Yeah.
He's played in like Target, in the mall, things like that.
I mean,
He is. Oh,
Drake to me is not a rapper. Like, he gives me Chris Brown, if that makes sense.
he can rap. He's not a rapper. though.
Yeah, like he can do a little cute little bop bop beat bop bop bop, but like I'm not gonna listen to Drake on here like some rap shit. You know what I mean? Like he ain't no rap boy.
Now, what do you mean he gives you Chris Brown?
Cause Chris, he's versatile. He can sing. He can play around.
Wait,
with whatever.
Drake can sing?
Drake has a nice. He's not a single, but like he can sing. He can sing his hooks if he want to. You know what I mean?
With or without
Like what Nicki
auto-tune?
do. Nicki's not a singer, but she sounds good singing her
Hold
hooks.
on. How
She's
Nicki?
not.
How Nicki get brought up in this?
I'm just being honest. I'm giving Nicki her flowers. Nicki is versatile. So like if she don't hire a singer for her hooks, her voice sounds good enough to do it.
I get what
That
you're
makes
saying.
sense.
Okay.
I think it's interesting because there are people, it was like probably a long time ago. Y'all know I'm always reading tweets and shit. Somebody did a whole thread about how Drake done nothing but ripped off Ja Rule's style. Because they were like, Ja Rule wasn't really a rapper, but he like carried on his beats and he had like, he could flow, you know what I mean? And he could like, Ja Rule couldn't sing, but he could sing on his tracks and people would like it. And they say that's what Drake does.
I love Ja Rule.
But Drake even said, he said you getting bodied by a singing nigga. So
He knows it because Drake is not a rapper. Like He's not even in my top 10 as far as rap. Now, is he likable in the top 10? Yes. But as far as rap, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. He don't even play with words well. Chris Brown does better than him.
No metaphors or similes.
Chris Brown eats them up. Like,
I know that I hate to bring this up because everybody probably thinks I'm a super barb, but I do think it's very interesting that Drake has all these rappers turning on him, and everybody's like, Drake ain't done nothing wrong, but rappers turn on Nicki and they're like, she's the problem, and that kind of pisses me off because I feel like if everybody is walking away from you,
but Nicki
you
does
have
a lot.
to be
Nicki
able...
does some little shady shit though.
But Nicki is a Sagittarius and she don't lie about shit. Everything that she says has normally
true.
come to pass about people. She be like, she's an alcoholic, and or she be like, that girl ain't right, and then she be like, and it happens.
But everybody
like,
call her a cokehead allegedly. Is that true?
I don't know if the girl do coke or not.
Okay.
So if it's true, it's true. I don't know. Don't sue me, girl. I don't know. But I'm just saying,
Everybody
like,
saying she's a.
Maybe that's her drug of choice.
well, people say that she does coke because she's like sneezy.
That's
and,
not
like,
okay. But
no,
anyway.
it's not okay, but maybe it's just her drug of choice.
Well, they say on lives, like nobody's ever seen her do coke,
Right.
and she said on her live, she was like, the only time I've ever seen coke has been in a brick form. I've never seen it broken down. But she said because she's sneezy and all these stuffy, she does coke. So if that's what people are running off, girl, like,
I don't know. You know, I'm just saying, Nicki is she's a little bully girl. Like I said, she pick all these girls who are not really that famous to come on her little tour.
she don't bully until people
Little?
fuck with her.
I said what I said. Her little tour.
It's only one rap bitch that's on a
and
sold
none
out
of these
tour.
girls charting.
Say it again, Marco.
It's only one rap bitch on a sold out tour. We'll see.
And none of these
We'll
girls-
see in June though.
But
We'll
the girls,
see.
her little peepettes she brought out to the stage.
She's been doing that in every city though.
Are they charting?
But she's been doing
Are
it.
they charting?
She has brought out
so
people
where's
in
your
every
competition
city.
if they're not charting?
What
She-
rap
she
girls
is
are
the
charting?
competition.
What's the girl who always beef with everybody? She just wild
Wait,
and wrong.
is Sexy Red not charting? Sexy didn't come with didn't come out on the thing. She just has songs with her. Okay.
I'm just saying. So what's the little girl named Candy Cody
Who?
Knight cousin?
Akbar.
Akbar. All she does is argue on the fucking ground. Where's her music? Where's your music?
What was the reason?
I love Akbar. I think she's funny because people always like try to come for her, and she always like reads them back. Like that is one bitch that's gonna stand 10 toes down, corns and all, bitch. She's going to stand 10 toes down for Nicki. She love that girl.
Ooh. Before I pass it to you, I used to love when Rihanna used to clap back on Twitter.
She was a clapback
She
queen.
used to. Did you see the interview where she was talking about it? Like, yeah, now I just clap, but now I'm just a silent troll. But like, Rihanna was. What she tell Sierra, good luck with that career. I was like,
Chill with that stage that she gonna book.
a nasty girl.
It when she got Tiana Taylor together, that shit was funny.
Wait, what was that one?
Oh yeah, that was beefing. You know, she would call Chris Brown her like little brother or big brother or something like that.
Tiana Taylor was?
I
Yes.
could see
At that
that.
time when that era was going on, go
Ooh.
back look at the tweets and she got it up.
I probably wouldn't
She
argue
was
with
reading
Tiana Taylor because
Tiana.
she will fight.
But Rihanna was not. Well, actually, Rihanna probably don't give no fuck. I think Rihanna can fight.
I think
Rihanna can fight.
I will say
If she has to fight, I think she would throw
that if she
hands.
had to fight Tiana Taylor would have
Will whoop
whooped the
her
brakes
ass.
off of her.
I don't know.
Tiana Taylor is.
You put your money on it?
I think it's
Man.
always the quiet ones who always get high that will fuck you up.
Who is quiet? Rihanna's not quiet.
But Rihanna's not out there like she's not.
She don't mess with nobody.
She don't fuck with people. That's what I'm trying to say.
I think Rihanna would have got her ass. And I'm not saying she can't fight, but I think messing with a bitch from Harlem, she was gonna
Let
whoop
me
her
say
ass.
this. I don't think she got her ass beat. If that makes sense.
No, I think it would have been an ass whooping.
I don't think so.
Anybody going up against
would've been
Tiana
around,
Taylor,
too.
It would have been around too, because Rihanna's an island girl. Like
that's an island girl fighting a brick wall. That bitch is like.
but I mean, Rihanna still is an island girl. Like
I think she might have got beat up.
And again, here at Open Relationship Podcast, we do not condone violence, especially black on black violence, especially black woman on black woman violence. These were scenario Street
These are
Fighter,
hypothetical.
hypothetical Street Fighter competitions that they talking about.
Like build your own character.
Do
type
y'all
of
remember
deal.
Celebrity Deathmatch?
yeah, I would love to see that. If they can come back out and they will have these
That's
people
what they need to
fighting,
remake.
Ooh, girl.
That's what y'all need to remake.
I will pay money to see that. I first need to do
Cardi
Nick
and
Minaj
Nicki.
and Cardi.
I knew you were gonna
That
say that.
shit was
I
so
think
funny.
to make like the celebrities now into Clay characters would be so shady because people with like these BBLs
BBLs,
and
they'd
like
be
these
bloody
nose
all over
jobs,
the
like
screen.
they would be like beating the silicone out of each other. It would just be a disaster. And like celebrities would be so mad.
Nikki jumping off the rope and sitting on people's ass.
Like Rikishi from WWF. All right, take it away. He did. He did.
My girl is on a sold out world tour.
Who is hot?
Rihanna would have lost the fight, but Rihanna seems like the type of girl that has real goons. I think so too. She probably got a mob, a Navy. Catch that.
Caught it.
Situations with Shazam. Oh, that was the streets was fun today.
It was.
I
ready
to
to
make it a little
outside.
fun.
So situations with
That's how you
Shazam.
And that's how you run the street.
That's how you clear it. Situation with Shazam always going to be a song that we all know, and it's going to be about something that we've all been through, can relate to. Today we are taking it to SZA, Good Days. Beautiful song. It is such a vibe. Ooh, Marco, girl. I think that I love SZA. I think that SZA is beautiful. I love the way that she has owned her plastic surgery. She has told the people I got a BBL because I wanted a fat ass, and that's that. She did talk about her titty implants, and she said she got those removed because they were making her sick, and her doctor didn't approve it. But SZA, girl, love you. What was the album that just came out? SOS. Amazing. Tour was amazing. But Good Days by SZA. So we're always talking about good days and like how our weeks are going, and we're always talking about, oh my God, it's so good. Sunshines, rainbows, ice cream. But when was y'all last bad day? Because we all have bad days. Megan said bad bitches have bad days too. So when was your last bad day? It might take a long time to think about it, but I really want to know when's the last time y'all had a moment where y'all was like, damn, girl, the day got to end.
Doing my mortgage process, that will just forever be a stench in my life. Cause I felt like I don't know, it's just like they tell you do all these things, right? Have a credit score, have your down payment, you good. That is so not the truth. That is so, I'm telling y'all now, that is so not the truth. I was not really educated for one on the taxes. I probably would have moved out of Atlanta. Because about $600, $700 of my note is from the taxes.
Yeah.
Keeping it a buck. Then they say next year, if you underpay, if they change the taxes in the county, they'll add it to next year's tax. So my mortgage can go up. Just because of taxes. Like, it's just a lot of things I probably would have not have done. And just would have moved, like, closer to the city, but not too close. But, like, it is what it is. These underwriters are not your friends. I feel like when they see black people with stuff, they question everything. I think I had like an afterpay on there, like the affirm payment. I think I brought a TV from Best Buy, and I paid it off just before I probably made my final payment. Within I started the process, they were questioning it. And I'm like, it's only $25, blah blah blah. And they're like, well, that's $25 I can take from your income. I said, okay.
Take it.
And like had me send a whole thing over for $25. Like it was just, I'm gonna say, don't go with New American Funding.
Oh, shit. So, Marco, when was your last bad day? Damn.
It's April. Mine was probably February sometime. As you guys know, I started a new company back in November, and the training process wasn't up to par for me. Just everything is just get to the end goal versus like 1 + 1 = 2, 2 + 2 = 4. It was just very much so just get to the end goal. And I was like, well, I don't know if I can process this how y'all trying to teach me. I need some extra lessons. I talked to my manager, talked to the regional, and I was like, well, you just got to figure it out. And I was like, well, how do you want me to be successful in my role if you guys aren't providing me the tools that I need to be successful? And I had a whole meeting with them. I was like, look, I don't know what y'all got to do, but I need additional training because how y'all displayed it to me and how y'all taught it, I'm just not retaining it. Not saying that I don't know my job, but just the new systems and the new processes and procedures, it just wasn't clicking for me.
Makes sense.
And it was just, they just kept giving me pushback of why they can't do it. I was like, well, how can we do it? And I guess the budget for training just wasn't there. So it's just frustrated. And now I'm just, well, this is would you keep seeing me if I mess up? Because I asked her, I brought it to y'all attention, so it's just frustrating.
Training matters, honestly. It really does.
It does. For me, I don't necessarily believe in like bad days, but for me, this was like a culmination of bad events. So mine was February-ish. And I had some very difficult conversations. I felt misunderstood. I felt misrepresented. I felt off. Like I'm generally a person like I know what I know my stuff, and I think what made it a bad day for me is that I started doubting myself, and like I really was like thinking impulsively because of these conversations, and like, well, I'm gonna change this and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and this is gonna lead to your next question, so I'll save that. But then it was just like, what can I do?
Yeah.
So
I would say mine was probably like shockingly Sunday. Like, so, which is crazy. But like, I have been on the go and doing stuff with people so much recently. And then Sunday was like the first night that I feel like I really thought like, oh my God, I'm back by myself. And I was a little sad. Because I was like, oh my God, like my mom was here. Like, I enjoyed that. I've been out with my friends and now I'm by myself. And I was like, ooh. So was your bad day preventable? Or was your situation preventable? Like, did you have the control to fix it?
Yes.
How so?
Not be such in a rush to buy a house and really paying attention to the courses they told me to take and really read the shit. Because everything I was playing about was in the courses.
You wasn't reading the fine print?
Child, I was skipping through this shit. You know, what's that mean when they say you got to take a training at your job? You go skip. Did it say test? You be like,
Wait, excuse me.
It be like, I go back test, you know what I'm saying? Knowledge check.
And that's, I mean, it was preventable. I would say that. I was just so gun-ho standing. I have to stay in the city of Atlanta. Have to stay in Atlanta. I would say, fuck Atlanta.
Where would you have went? Like Cobb or DeKalb?
East Point.
Oh, that's not considered Atlanta, or it's like its own city?
It's its own city.
What's that?
East Point or what's the other one called? Right next to East Point.
Union City.
College Park?
Not College Park. Keep going.
It's Union City, right?
No.
Fairburn?
Up.
Riverdale.
Not Riverdale. Up. The city won best city in Atlanta, in Georgia.
Decatur?
Not Decatur.
Decatur's on the other side of town.
It's right.
But
It's
Decatur
right
just
there.
got like
It's
the best
East
city to live
Point.
in, didn't
Oh.
it?
It's right by Forest Park too. It's East Point, Atlanta,
We need a
Forest
geography
Park.
lesson.
Okay.
Shit.
I always get this darn name.
Each one
It's
teach
something with
one.
an H or something. Hateville. I would have
yeah.
Hateville.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
You
But
should
there
have
are nice houses there.
Yeah, I would have put a Hateville.
You should have said where the 24-hour post office was.
Oh,
It's
is
a
it?
24-hour
Post
post
office?
office?
Solomon, you be telling your age, girl. Because who would know that there's a 24-hour post office in Atlanta?
But does it work, though? Because mail
I
is getting
believe
lost.
there is. There used to be. I don't know if it still is, but
Well, with COVID, it probably ain't, because Walmart used to be 24 hours too, and they didn't close all them down.
well, that's
Off
because
topic.
people have been stealing out of there and fighting.
And setting shit on fire.
And now we got to ring up our own groceries.
Which is fucking crazy, because why the fuck am I paying for groceries and ringing up my own groceries? And then y'all want to have security standing by. We talk about,
Can I check your receipt?
Can I check your receipt? My mom, I know this off topic, but me and my mom, we went to Walmart in Indiana last time I was at home. And we walking through, and she was like, I can't believe I got to scan my own groceries at Walmart. And we got to the front, and the dude asked for a receipt. And she said, I had to scan my own. You ain't scanning shit. And I looked at her and was like, Mom. And she was like, no, that
My mama
pisses
the
me
same
off.
way.
She literally was so mad at that man for asking for the receipt. And I'm like, Mom, that's his job. She was like, no, the job is that he could be scanning my groceries so he wouldn't have to worry about if my receipt was correct. And she like went on this whole
saying the
tangent
same
the whole
thing.
way home talking about how job security is going to be put out by robots. And I'm like, girl,
But she ain't lying.
listen.
Hello, I do want to shout out Boy Please Whatever he is having a live show. He has sold out his first live show.
Ooh,
I saw that. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Congratulations, Boy Please Whatever. Next one I'm going to come. I can't come this time, but I will come to the next one.
So about your bad days, who did you tell, or who you go to?
Who did I go to? I think I went to my best friend. He and she both know everything, but they gave me some good advice. They said just make this system work for you. You know, like whether it takes you 3 months to figure it out, or not a whole year, but like if it takes you longer, just make the system work for you and find your own method to get to the end goal. And I was like, you know what? You're right.
Do you need an exit strategy?
I have one.
Okay.
You always gotta have extra strategy now, child.
But I'm making it work, but it's just, the system is very outdated, and I'm a technology person, so I was like, you know what? We just gonna make it work. So yeah, it's nice to hear that feedback of just make it work for you in the time being, and do what you got to do.
Solomon, who'd you tell about your
My
bad
mama.
days?
Went straight to my mama. Because
Did you want her to come up to the school?
No.
Okay.
No, but I when I get in my feelings, I get pretty impulsive, and most of my friends will either amp me up, and then I'll like run with my impulse, but my mama will like talk me off the ledge, and she was having this. She was trying to be. I don't want to say supportive. She was trying to be supportive, but there was this tone of "I told you so" in it, and I was like, "Let's just be real. This is an I told you so conversation." She was like, "Well, it's not." I said, "It is," and she was like, "It is." But then once I got into that mode of, this is what I'm going to do. She was like, I like that. I'm proud of you. And so that helped.
Yeah, I normally go to my mama too. I'm gonna tell her everything. I was like, girl, you left last, so I miss you, and it's your fault. But
Oh, you went to 3 then too. Okay. Who do you tell? Honestly, first I tell God.
well, we gonna go to the Rock, Whitney Houston. But who do you tell on Earth?
I'm telling you, I tell God first. Then I go to my mother. Sometimes I go to my sister before my mama. Because sometimes my mom just be loud and wrong.
You said
Loud and wrong?
She does. My mama does. My mama is just very stubborn. And I don't need somebody who is just very set in their ways and don't see different views. Like how Solomon just like, I'm already amped up. I don't need you to amp me up more. I need somebody to be more like a different side of the coin. Because I always be amped up and I go off, and I don't like to be that person.
Moms can do that unintentionally though. Like they be trying to give good advice, but they be like, "But I told you," like, and you be like, "Girl, that's what I need to hear." So, last question: how do you bounce back from your bad days? Is there something like a ritual, or and I don't want to call it a ritual. That sounds a little scary. Is there like a routine or something that you do to just be like, "Okay, I had a bad day. This is what I'm gonna do at the end of the day to make sure that tomorrow is a reset for me." Personally, for me, I'm gonna meditate before I go to bed. I'm gonna get on my yoga mat. I'm gonna light a candle. I'm gonna meditate. I'm gonna put my headphones in. And typically, I'm not a person who sleeps with my phone like in the bed with me or nothing like that. My phone is typically across the room, plugged up. My phone is getting put in another room because I just need to detach from the world at that moment. You know what I mean? I've already talked about it to different people. I probably already tweeted about it, said stuff about it. Now it's just like, okay, Shazam, you need to sit in this shit, own it, and then tomorrow's gonna be a new day.
I typically complain to who I need to complain about, and then I meditate. But I like showers. I just get in the shower,
in the
hot
dark?
steam. Yes, in the dark, and I just close my eyes and just let it all go down the drain. And I need to get better about not sleeping with my phone in my room, because I think that's a good detachment, especially when I'm mad. But yeah, dark showers, maybe a little bit of jazz music, but yeah, think of something different.
Rodney, how about you?
Oh. How do I bounce back from bad days? Is that what we're on? I'm sorry.
Clock in, Tamika.
I'm clocking in now. I said, answer the question with a question. What do I do? I just deal with it. I have different ways to deal with things. I don't have like a set thing I do. I do it right in that moment for me. Honestly, I just do it. I don't know. That's it.
Solomon,
I do 2 things. So the first thing that I do is I plot and scheme. And so I try to figure out how I could be the messiest. I just want to be dramatic. And then I'll sit.
Really?
Yes, I'm very dramatic by nature. But then I'll sit and I'll meditate. I'll do some yoga. I'll calm myself down. I'll talk to my mom. and then try to find something civilized to do.
It's interesting. I just had to ask those questions. I feel like we always are talking about like, oh, this happened, this is great, this is good, and I feel like that's like the reality, like, not the reality, but that's like the fantasy world that a lot of people live in, even on Instagram. Like people now are getting open about and honest about what they're going through on Instagram, but a lot of people are only posting the beautiful things, and it's like, okay, it's okay to have bad days. Like, you're regular if you're having bad days. So I was just curious to see how y'all balance bad days, when your last bad day was, because people probably look at the well, not look at our chat. Child, if they look at our chat, we're gonna get destroyed. But people probably like look at the podcast or our post and just be like, damn, these bitches is like living the best life ever. So I was just curious to know like what y'all be going through.
Child, I like this guy.
That is your choreo. So take us away, child.
All right, before we get into Menage a Trois here at Open Relationship Podcast, we are all about community, safe spaces, and open-ended conversations where we can agree or disagree and still be heard. Please continue to tune into our live shows like we have going on today. Please continue to donate. Please continue to purchase your stickers. Please continue to join us in our fifth seat, also known as our live chat. We also have giveaways, merch, and we actually have some sponsors coming up, don't we? Mm-hmm. Awesome. All right. So, today's Menage a Trois is about adrenaline junkies. Try saying that 5 times fast.
Adrenaline junkies.
Fast.
Girl. Adrenaline junkie. No. Fast. Try it.
Adrenaline junkie.
Wait. Marco.
I'm about to do a hocus pocus here.
Girl, my iPad will start floating in. Marco.
What?
Adrenaline junkie 5 times fast.
Adrenaline junkie. No.
What was it?
You going slower than I was. You from the north.
Adrenaline junkie. I got to 3.
All right, so last week.
Y'all need to go.
Adrenaline junkie.
You practice.
Adrenaline junkie.
Y'all going too slow.
Girl, no, we can actually speak English
went
like
faster than
y'all. I knew that was a setup. I didn't mean to ask y'all. I'm sorry. Because I knew it was going to be funny.
Rude. But last week, Shazam asked us about spring break experiences. So it got me thinking about like thrill seeking. And so, are you an adrenaline junkie?
Yes.
Yes.
It's kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
I think we're in the same boat. I think it's the sometimes. It depends on what it is.
I used to be a heavy one. I used to love roller coasters. Ooh. Six
I can't stand a
Flags,
roller
all
coaster.
that. But now, at my big age, anxiety.
You know what I did for my adrenaline junkie? I
Well, hello,
jumped
Marco.
in I jumped in what's that Lake Lanier?
You
Oh,
did?
no.
I jumped in it.
I hate lakes.
Well, how many black people died in Lake Lanier?
A
Too
lot
many.
of them.
A lot of them?
Because there's a whole city under there.
That's why I did it. I wanted to see was it true.
What'd you
Okay, let's
see?
might
Wait a
grab
minute.
you, girl.
Did you
Wait a
see
minute, you
anything?
jumped in to see if you would die?
I want to see what was big fuss about, because I just wanted to. I had on my life jacket and all that stuff though, but like I was like, I want to jump into water, and if I come up, I come up. If I don't, I made a choice.
What were you going through?
Did you
Nothing.
see?
I just want to do. I just like to do shit that people say don't do.
Did you have goggles on?
No, I didn't. I just went under the water. I just jumped in and popped up.
Oh.
I was not trying to swim under the.
See, that's how scary movies are made.
Isn't there? There's a whole
They
movie
just
coming
made
out about
theirs
Lake
as well.
Actually,
Lanier.
it is, yeah. Yeah, I'm not an adrenaline junkie. It depends on what it is. I am not a roller coaster person.
I love roller
Me
coasters,
too.
especially when it goes up. It creeps up.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
I'm more like, don't touch me, don't talk, don't touch me, don't talk, don't touch me.
Are you a screamer?
Yes. Oh,
You already answered.
A
I
screamer,
like a
are
little
you?
verbal.
What has been your most exciting thrill-seeking experience?
Cliff jumping.
Ooh.
In Mexico, we went cliff jumping and jumped into somebody's water. But the water, the water was blue and clear. And all my friends was like, I'm not doing it. I was like, girl, let me get up here. And I jumped off that cliff and got underwater and came back up and was like, I want to do it again.
Cliff jumping.
Yeah, like the cliff be on the side. It's not like a high cliff, but it's like it's
It's
a
high
big jump,
enough.
and you gotta literally. They be like, okay, jump off the side, and people just be standing up there looking over. And I was like, excuse me, move out the way, and jumped.
Really?
The
Loved
last thing I did, what's that? The Chattahoochee River.
Mm-hmm.
It's one part of the river is like really, like I say, 40 feet deep, and a lot of people can't make it to across, and I did. Went there and back. Like people died right there. I don't know. I think I like just doing things.
You
people
like
die.
near-death experience?
Yeah.
In water.
I think that's weird. Is that weird?
The
It's
worst
weird.
place ever.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I did it to prove I can, it can be done, and I did it.
Banana boating too. That's a good one. Being out in the middle of the ocean and
me
you get
tell
flipped
you.
off the banana boat and you're just in open water looking around like who's gonna come save me? And you're just floating and it's kind of scary,
Yes,
but the adrenaline
damsel.
feels so good.
I got two, but I'm only gonna share one. So I did the banana boat, scared as hell in the Bahamas. Never will get on a banana boat again. But I jumped off of a, you know how they do like the little excursions when you go on cruises, the little small boat. So I jumped off the boat into the ocean because I wanted to see how crystal clear it was and all the rocks and fishes. When I tell you the bottom, not the bottom, but like the ocean in Mexico is so crystal clear. The fishes look amazing. I can't swim, so I wasn't down there long enough. But I remember seeing like not Ariel, but it was that. It gave me like an aquarium.
Under the sea.
Like the coral reefs and all that.
All that.
Yeah.
I saw jellyfish and everything.
I think my most exciting experience was ziplining.
Oh, I went
I like
ziplining,
ziplining.
too. I forgot
Yeah.
But I
about
let go
ziplining.
one time.
What you mean?
It was like too long for me, and I was drunk. They should let my drunk ass
Ziplining?
got up there. But you know, they have a little holster on it, but my ass was hanging.
No, I'm talking
You
about
just dangling?
Wait, so you're sitting in the holster.
No, it's like, what you call that thing?
the
Like a harness?
The harness.
Oh, and
so
they-
they have you on the harness, you can hold it to help you
Like the
control
top
the swinging.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
My drunk ass got tired. And I was just-
I do like ziplining.
One of my friends still got the video. I'll be laughing my ass off.
You gotta share
The
that.
fact that you like adrenaline rushes that are near-death experiences is kind of scary.
Yeah. How high were
That
you?
wasn't it. I wasn't gonna die for that.
But you're
Could have
high.
fell off the damn
Ziplining?
zip line. They have you hold on for safety reasons.
Bitch, I was tired.
Truth is-
I'm tired.
Girl, you was finna go to the King in Long White Road.
All right, and to close us out, what is something that you are hesitant to do or you would never do?
Bungee jump. I would never do that.
Oh, I would do that in a heartbeat.
I'm thinking skydiving. I think I might bungee jump, but skydiving, I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm not bungee jumping, and y'all know the little slingshot at the carnival
They were
where
like,
they toon toon toon, and then you sit there for a second, and they nah. I'm
What
not
you
doing it.
mean?
Yeah, like
You never seen
I don't know
that?
the name of it, but
I
it's,
wanna
you,
do
you
it.
lean
It's like
back.
2 strings on it, and you're in a little ball, and it pulls you down, and like you hear it like, and then you just sit there,
And the guy's
then
just like, "You
pushes
ready?
the button,
You
and
ready?"
it throws you up, and it like bounces you like a ball.
until
Do
it's done.
you circle around in it?
Well,
like,
some of them flip in circles.
Ooh, no.
And you're like, and there's a camera in your face.
You never
like they
seen
have
you
one-
never seen them like
No,
on
I
like
wanna do
Facebook.
it.
Do they have one at Six Flags here? A lot of
I
amusement
don't
parks
trust
have
Six
them.
Flags Sharks, baby. They be fuck.
They be shooting.
They be
Girl, you
killing.
jump in the water and let go of zip lines.
What if the ball get loose and it throws you across the city?
And what happens if the zip line would have broke?
All right, let's move on. You done?
I am down.
There's nothing I'm not gonna do. If there's an opportunity to do it, I just think like as long as it's not like dangerous, like near death, I'm not gonna do nothing like that. But as long as it's like safety precautions and I feel safe, I'm gonna do it because you only live once.
I do
Like
wanna
You do.
skydive.
You gotta live life.
yeah, like I hate going places and you go to do something and somebody be like, I ain't doing it, I'm scared. I'd be like, bitch, you should have stayed home. Like, why are we in fucking Germany and your ass is talking about you're not gonna walk up these steps to a view because you're scared? Keep your scary ass at home.
Did y'all see what they got? I think it's in China or somewhere where there is mountains and they
Great
have
Wall.
the swing where you sit in the
Oh,
swing
over the edge.
and they push you over the edge.
Isn't that in Bali?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, I think
Bali.
The
And
Bali
then-
swing, yeah.
Then what happened? Somebody got pushed and the swing fell, and they died.
Of course.
But it wasn't funny. But I don't know. I have dark humor. I was like,
That's very
I was
dark,
like-
sis.
I was like, oh my god. You know, it was like one of those. You know how it's gonna be like, oh my god, what is that? Cause she was like, she was like having the time of her life. And then
Next thing you
went
know.
over, and somebody's face was like this. That would have been me.
There's a special place for you.
Yeah.
Look.
God rest in peace, Lord, because I know they probably like, damn.
Double
What the
homicide.
What's the heaven like? How you got here? Bitch fell off a swing.
In Bali.
Look, I am making sure I leave my therapist hat off.
Oh, I had to get that out.
Now time.
Okay. We are now going to the letter. And openers, you can give us, write the letters. Send it to us going to our website at openrelationshippodcast.com. Or you can email us at openrelationshippodcast@gmail.com. Please write your letters. As always, we're not therapists. We do have one on staff. He's off right now. You can definitely hit him up after, and he will charge you his regular fee. However, we will be honest and open about our responses. Because it's an open and honest podcast, so if you're sensitive, please don't write your letters. Because we're gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna be real. But
Wait, are you implying that we are not?
sometimes I think y'all be saying what people want to hear.
We'll talk about this off mic.
Yeah.
I
Or we can talk about it now.
I don't think we say what people want to hear. I think we just have a better way with words, and we're just not a loose cannon.
It's giving. I'm scared to tell my truth. 'Cause
I don't
might
think
get
anybody
canceled.
on these mics are scared to tell their truth. I think the way you deliver sometimes is just harsher than ours, which I think we've discussed that. So let's get to the letter.
Tomato. I'm just picking on. Just a quick question. As a recent addition to the opener community, I would like to express my gratitude to the team for establishing a supportive environment for us. Oh, you're so nice. I have a question directed to Solomon. Given our similar ages, have you ever experienced any feelings of loneliness?
Y'all stop.
I like this opener. They got a little shady.
That's not shady.
Our similar ages.
It's 3 years apart.
You don't know? Oh, well, he did say. Well,
Yeah.
he said similar ages.
But y'all, if y'all let me read, they will know.
He's a little old.
Let me start. Let me go. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
As a recent addition to the opener community, I would like to express my gratitude to the team for establishing a supportive environment for us. I have a question directed to Solomon. Given our similar ages, have you ever experienced feelings of loneliness? Throughout my 20s and 30s, I dedicated my time to pursuing career aspirations. Now at the age of 45, despite owning a house and achieving professional success, I find myself grappling with profound loneliness due to the absence of a significant other. Could you offer any advice or insights on this matter?
I can only speak for myself, and so it's not really advice. But I will say that I had my first house at 27, and it was 4 bedrooms, whatever. And there were many nights when I would come home from work, and that's when I felt lonely. Because here I am, 27, I'm feeling accomplished. I have this house. I have this job that I was thinking at the time was my career. And I'm coming to this big empty space. Come to find out later, I didn't even like the whole situation. I didn't like the house. I didn't like the job. And so now I'm living a life. Oh, and at the time I wasn't out. And so I was living a very unauthentic life. And so now I'm in this space where I'm older. So let me go back to answer your question. When I was younger, yes. When I was younger, I felt lonely because of circumstances. Now that I'm older, I have shit to do. Mm-hmm. And I have things to concentrate on. And I'm very intentional about making sure that anything else that I bring into my life, including another person, has to match. It has to fit. And I don't want to just have somebody for the sake of having somebody. I was actually having this conversation with my mom, and my mother is single. My parents have a great relationship, but my parents are single, to my knowledge. And I asked my mom once, like, do you ever feel lonely? And she was like, no, I got other shit to think about. And that resonates with me with who I am now, because when I think about these perceived notions of what success is, it doesn't fit what I feel like success is. Like when I wake up and I'm happy, when I wake up and I look around and I'm excited about all the things that I've created, and I'm in the process of creating the perfect relationship for me. I'm in the process of creating space for that person to be like, oh, this feels like me too, and so that we can share. But I enjoy the journey of getting to that space. So I don't dwell in the quote unquote lack of the person being there. I focus on the fact that I'm creating space for this person to share with me, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. But what about y'all? Because I know he directed the question towards me.
He sure did.
But well, I mean, you got the question last time. Someone wanted to eat you.
That was educated. This was. Anyway, let me not say that.
Might be an age thing.
He wrote it so nice. I'm like, oh, look at this.
But I really do appreciate this letter because I think there are a lot of people in the community who go through life thinking that they're successful. They feel successful. They have these tangible things, but they don't have anybody to share it with. Mm-hmm. And so how do y'all feel about being where you are in your life with or without the person that you have in the space?
If I could be honest.
Well, isn't that what you always are?
I am. If I'm 45 and I have all these things, I don't have a person, I will feel very lonely. I just, I don't envision my life being alone. And I feel like, damn, not saying your life is over 45, but like, your good years are yesteryears, mm-hmm. So, like, shit. Like, I'll be thinking like that, like, damn, I ain't got no kids. I got my little dogs, but, like, I ain't got no husband. Like, what if I get sick? Who gonna take care of me? Like, that's a scary feeling. Like, I'm not trying to say being alone is not great, but I can envision me being alone. I don't want to be alone. Mm. I don't want to be. I don't want to be alone.
I agree with you. There are times. Well, if I was 45 and I achieved all this, there are times now where I'm just like sitting in my house and like I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. I mean, I do have a dog like you, so I find things to not think about the loneliness. Like, we'll go to the park, go on a walk. I'll just put my headphones in, listen to a podcast, and let her just walk and just really be appreciative of everything that I got. I'm like, you know what? I'm lonely, but I got a roof over my head. I got a car. I got a good job. I got this amazing dog that loves me every time I come home. Like, I'm doing it. So, like, I try not to dwell in it. And even if I do, I just reach out to my family, my sisters, and just catch up with them because that's an area that I lack in, familyship, so to say, and just try to build other parts around my life that makes me feel good, where I'm not lonely.
For me personally, I think I can understand where this opener said. I'm not 45, but it's like I did a lot of shit in my early 20s and in my 20s and period, like career-wise. Like, I have climbed the ladder and been in good positions. I've worked in different fields. I was literally joking with my friends the other day saying, like, bitch, I done lived 17 lives because I would, like, leave another field and go to the top of a different field, like, all around healthcare. But I got to the point when I was in my early 20s, when I was first finishing grad school, like, I went back to back. I didn't take a break. So I came out, like, hitting the fence. Like, I'm going to the top. I want this. I want this. I want that. And I'm very much so, like, if you want something, you manifest, you work hard for it. So I got all these things career-wise and getting, like, accolades and stuff like that. But I was a person that was like, I don't want no husband. I don't want no kids. Like, what? Why am I going to do all that? And I'm doing all this in my career. But by the time I got to, like, I'll say 26, 27, I was like, okay, I didn't climb the ladder. I got degrees. I got some certifications. But, like, it's kind of boring not having somebody else to share that with. Like, I'm coming home and it's like, ooh, I got a raise at work, or I just got a new offer. I'm running this whole program. Like, I work for a global healthcare company. Like, all this shit. But it's like, yeah, you still coming home by yourself. Like, and I know as a person, as I get older, I don't want to be alone. Like, that's just not me. Like, I don't want to not have a husband. Like, I want a husband. I'm going to get on motherfuckers' nerves. Like, my husband said. So it's like,
I can't come outside.
bitch,
My man.
my friends already be sick of me. They be like, girl, like, shut up. And I'm just like, but I think that you just have to first, as a person, you have to really realize that you're whole by yourself. Like, the person that you add in the situation, they don't cure the loneliness, if that makes sense. I don't think that nobody's responsible for healing my loneliness if I ever feel lonely or if I feel by myself, because you should never really feel by yourself. Not that it's wrong. I don't want to like make someone feel wrong for feeling by themselves, but there are a lot of things and lots of access to community and different people that you can still surround yourself in your circle. But you have to address the feelings of loneliness, because I think a lot of times loneliness is rooted in something a little bit deeper when it's actually something that longs over you for a long time. So I feel like if you address the feelings of loneliness and you realize that you're whole by yourself and someone else is just adding to that, that's when you start to like move differently and date intentionally. That's what I had to do personally. I had to realize like, bitch, in the words of Fabulous, I'm a movement by myself. You know what I mean? But when I get with somebody else, like, we're going to move other shit. You know what I mean? I have a table, you bring a table, now we have 2 tables. How do we get 2 more? Like, you have to address the why am I feeling lonely? And a lot of times it goes to unpacking not only your trauma, but the trauma that your parents had, because we pick up things from our parents. You know what I mean? And once I got through that, I realized, like, I want to be with somebody. So I understand where they're at. I think this person just has to address why they're feeling lonely and really understand that you are in control of your time and you can only control what you can control. So now you need to flip the switch and realize, okay, I'm here career-wise, I'm doing this career-wise, but now I know I want this. So I have to find a way to manage my career but still bring this part in.
But I think it's also a matter of really identifying that what is this that I want?
Yeah.
Because it's one thing to want a relationship, it's one thing to want a partner, but then it's also a different thing to be very specific about what you want. Because I am in this space where, you know, I'm still grinding, like I'm working, I'm in school, whatever. And I think I appreciate someone who will continue to encourage me through all of this, as opposed to someone who will make me feel guilty for not having enough time, so to speak. Because even if I'm home working or we're doing whatever, if you just want to come and be in my space, or if you allow me to come and be in your space and we have a working, I call it a work date, a working date. I think that is helpful. And so like, I think about how, not just how I move, but how I feel. And like my partner, and I should be for them as well, but they should be a battery for me. And so like, when I am having those days when I'm like, I'm tired, like, you got this, keep going. I appreciate everything that you're doing. You're doing a great job, I think that's amazing. But then you get into the relationship with people who want to nag about, oh, you don't spend enough time, you don't do enough this, you don't do enough that. That takes away. That takes away from the relationship. It takes away from you. It becomes very draining. And so you end up getting in a relationship with someone who doesn't support you. So I think it's really just a matter of figuring out what is it that you really want, and how does it really fit into your life.
So a quick question for y'all too, because I'm going to play devil's advocate here. Y'all specifically said, I don't want to quote y'all, but along the lines y'all said that you don't, like, when you experience loneliness, or you don't experience loneliness because you're so busy. Do you think that you're coping with loneliness that you're not addressing because you're so busy? Like, I keep myself busy so I don't feel loneliness. Does that make sense?
That could be true.
Like, is that how y'all feel? Or do you think it's like, oh no, I'm just really busy and I don't feel lonely? You know what I'm saying?
This is what I'm scared of. I have like 5 cousins who have really grind out their 20s and their 30s to get to like executive levels positions, right? And they never made time for another person because they just had to hit this goal. Here they are now, 45, 48, 51, and 55. No husband, no children. And we talked one day, and they said if they could do it all over, they wish they had somebody they could do it with. And I don't want to be that person where I just negate the whole world, negate all what I want because I'm trying to reach this. And once you're there, and you feel like I sacrificed 25 years to get here, and I have all this stuff, I have the degrees on the wall, doctor, blah 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 blah, certification, but you have no one to share that with. and now you're just rushing someone because you're lonely.
But I think that's because we have this society where it's either or instead of both and. Like, you can have a successful life and have a family. I think if you build space for it, if you create space for it, you can have it.
I think what makes this discussion even more like intricate is being gay, because you have to think, on average, most gay men, like, we're not having gay dates in high school. Our counterparts are dating in high school and figuring out how things work. A lot of us were like post-college or in college when we first had our first like real, I don't want to say real interaction, like people were probably having sex with boys, doing whatever, but to have a moment where you're like, okay, I'm going on a date with a boy, we're going to go on a date, we're going to actually, like, we're going to have a real encounter. A lot of us didn't get that till later in life, so we're already behind the 8 ball trying to figure out how to date, and we be 30 like, damn, how do I date? Or in our late 20s, and now we got to put this like pressure of career-wise, so it's very intricate, and I like feel for this person, because being 45, like, we don't know when he was out, when his like dating experience started, so he was probably figuring out shit in his 30s, still trying to get to his career, and now you're at 45 and you're like, fuck. You know what I mean? Because I literally laughed with somebody the other day, because I was like, you get to 35 and the clock be like tick, 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 and you be like, oh my God, like, I don't have a man, I don't got kids, I ain't got this, and all I got is a 401k girl in a nice house. Like, what? Whew.
Yeah. So
That's scary.
this was a good letter.
Hold on, Marco.
I'm
Did
sorry.
you answer his question?
Oh, what was the question?
Just asking, like, do you think that sometimes, like, you may experience loneliness, but your coping mechanism is to keep yourself busy?
Yeah, I do it a lot. I do it more times than I should. It's not good. And to piggyback on what she said, I'll be 36 this year, and I just had this conversation with my best friend like 3 weeks ago, and I was like, damn, I'm about to be 40. Like, I probably should start, taking people serious and, like, opening up and, like, investing into somebody that I want to see a life with,
So, question. Why don't you take people seriously now?
We're 75 minutes.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I'm just still healing and working on myself, and just don't want to jump into the next thing that's about to be present for me.
This was a good combo.
This was so good. Yeah, opener, like, I really want to say, I really said we had to go, but, like, thank you for the letter, because, like, this might need to be a topic.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, thank you so much, opener, and we really hope that you do find the happiness you deserve, because everyone deserves to be happy.
In Stream Janet Jackson, I get so lonely because you can't let nobody just hold you, child. You got to be specific.
I'm going to listen to that on the way home.
It's a hit, baby.
Well, all right, Solomon.
I was about to say, keep it cute. That's my part. All right, openers.
Now you piss me off.
All right, openers. Thank you for coming and joining the four of us. Actually, the four of us are back at the table.
Yes,
Thank you for
yes.
joining the four of us as we swallow hard topics and spit difference of opinions.